Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best monitor for Mac Mini.
Starting at number 5.
ASUS 23.8-inch 1080p. If you need a basic and cheap monitor for your Mac Mini, you'll have to get something that doesn't have many features, like the ASUS VG246H, which is still good enough to get the job done. As expected for a cheap monitor, it doesn't have a USB-C input like the ASUS ProArt Display PA278CV, so you can only connect to it via HDMI. It has a smaller 24-inch screen and 1080p resolution, and the text clarity is still decent, but the size isn't ideal if you need to open multiple windows simultaneously. Luckily, what makes this such a good monitor for work compared to other cheap displays is that it also has a dedicated sRGB mode with good accuracy. However, you still need to calibrate it for the most accurate colors. Despite its low cost, it has decent build quality, and the ergonomics are remarkable, as you can adjust the screen however you like, including rotating it into portrait mode. This is great for a vertical orientation in a multi-monitor setup, like if you want to get two and place one horizontally and the other vertically.
Coming at number 4.
Dell S2722QC. Dell's S2722QC makes the dream of a 4K USB-C equipped monitor for the Mac Mini a reality for just about everybody. Its price, which fluctuates around $300, is solid and competitive with our budget pick in this category. What we found most surprising about this screen is its overall build quality. It's made of plastic, but both the display and stand feel sturdy, even when rotating the monitor 90 degrees or adjusting its height. This monitor's USB-C port is the star of the show. We tested this monitor with a 13-inch MacBook Pro, but expect the same performance from a Mac Mini connected with a USB-C cable. You can plug the computer into this display over HDMI if you'd prefer. Dell complemented this monitor's video ports with 2 USB-A ports and a headphone jack. The USB-A ports come in handy if you want to connect a webcam and external hard drive.
At number 3.
Samsung ViewFinity S65 VC. If you prefer using curved displays with your computer to get a more immersive experience for work or play, Samsung's ViewFinity S65 VC is the ideal Mac Mini monitor. The display's size may be overwhelming, this is true of all curved displays, but the point is to take up as much of your peripheral vision as possible. If you work with multiple windows simultaneously, the extra space is necessary to work efficiently. This Mac Mini monitor has the highest refresh rate out of all our recommendations and supports HDR, high dynamic range, which is helpful for both gaming and video editing. The display also features a pair of 5-watt stereo speakers and a built-in 5-megapixel camera. You should expect good-looking HD video from this camera given its size and placement. It protrudes from the top of the screen in its own enclosure rather than having to fit in its bezels. If you believe in a clean desktop and don't want to clutter up more space with accessories, this all-in-one monitor approach makes a lot of these, and the ideology even extends to its assortment of inputs.
Number 2 of my list.
BenQ PD3420Q. If your desk has enough space to accommodate its huge size, BenQ's PD3420Q is an excellent ultra-wide monitor for the Mac Mini. It's earned the distinction of being Pantone validated, which means it's been tested by one of the foremost authorities on color accuracy and found to display a wide range of colors precisely. If you edit photos and videos, this is an essential mark of quality. Similarly, the PD3420Q can reproduce colors on 98% of the sRGB color spectrum. The bottom line is that what you see on this screen will be reflective of what you'll see on a printed product. You can connect the Mac Mini to this monitor using either an HDMI or USB-C cable because it has both of those inputs. These video inputs sit alongside this monitor's USB-A ports, which can be used with accessories. If you choose to connect your computer to this display via USB-C, you can use the HDMI ports to plug in a couple of game consoles. The PD3420Q has a pair of 3-watt speakers for stereo sound. Don't expect much from them, but it's better than nothing.
And number 1.
Apple Studio Display. It shouldn't be shocking that the Apple Studio Display is the best monitor for the Mac Mini, as it was for the MacBook Pro. The company finally released a display matching its computers in aesthetics and performance. It isn't as performant as Apple's Premium Pro Display XDR, which costs a whopping $5,000 with a stand, but you do get an excellent-looking 27-inch 5K display for less than a third of that price. Apple first debuted a 5K monitor as part of the iMac, and it's only recently offered a monitor with this resolution pretty recently. While the first 5K iMac was released in 2015, it's still rare to find any monitor from any company that's this high-res.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.